The Nanatsu no Taizai episode 1, 2, 3, chapter 1, 2, 3, 7 Deadly Sins, chapter 1, 2, 3. Finally, some answers will be made clear, I hope. Well, first of all, Hendricksen to team up with the Three Misfits. Of course, Grimoire is mad. I was actually more surprised that Gilthunder wasn't the one who flipped his pretty boy looks. Although Grimoire is not really that pretty boy. The fact that he's so proud of his father and stuff like that is almost making him sound like a whiny, spoiled brat in my picture. No wonder he's the weakest of the Three Misfits. Either way, as the Grey Demon attacks, Hendricksen managed to help Grimoire evade that. And the Grey Demon does the same attacks as Grey Hendricksen did. However, his attacks is apparently weaker. Hendricksen reveals that Dreyfus is alive, which is actually somewhat true. Fraudrin is only possessing his body. As the Dark Demon begins to prepare Dark Snow, the Three Misfits team up to try to defeat this. But the Grey Demon is indeed stronger than the Red Demon. However, it is not stronger than Grey Hendricksen was. And the Grimoire's shield surprisingly managed to block a Dark Nebula, but he did not block Hendricksen, well, understandably, although a bit cold. As Hendricksen charges in to defeat this demon himself, begins with a bit of a reckless maneuver, saying also that the fact that your blood coursed through my veins makes me sick. Once again showing us a little bit confusing. And here's actually a bit funny. Hauser is the first one to actually jump in and help Hendricksen. This may show that Hauser is the one who has the biggest heart of the Three Misfits. Either way, he does a badass attack that rips out the Ash Demon's attack, and then Gilthunder also does an attack. But here comes a surprise. With that attack, Hendricksen attacks with Purge, the same ability we saw in the Flashback Vampires. I really should have reviewed that chapters. Revealing that this Purge ability is not exclusive to Gilthunder's father, but to the Druids. Yes, Gilthunder's father, Sarataras, was a Druid, but Dreyfus was not, because apparently they're half-brothers, but they were close anyways. Hendricksen smiles as he congratulates on the Three Misfits and their growth. That is once again giving us a bit confusing, although everything will be revealed now. Almost like he hasn't experienced them doing that. And now finally Gilthunder flips his lid, wondering why do you have that Purge ability? As Hendricksen reveals that it's from the Druids, and also the fact that Dreyfus was half-brother, and also saying that he all respected sorcerers to the bottom of his hearts. Gilthunder grabs Hendricksen's collar and demands to know, why did you kill my father? Yes, that's the question, isn't it? We have gotten so many years, so many confusions, that we demand an answer. And apparently we're gonna get it. Because Hendricksen begins to tell, it was 10 years ago. Dreyfus and I was checking the ruins of Danavor. As sin, will we finally, everything will be made clear. I can give praise to the Nanatsu no Taizai author. He really knows how to create tension. I mean, he creates these big foreshadowing hints that to us is just so damn confusing. There was many hints to hint that Hendricksen was not in his right mind, but at the same time, there was no explanation. I mean, his heel face turned. There was not a single explanation on why he was like that. Especially when he began to preach that he was from the Druids but hated the demons, and yet used the demons' power on himself. Not to mention the fact that he said to free the demons' clans and take revenge on the one who sealed us. Now, everything will probably be making sense again. Because this answered one question. The Hendricksen we have seen from the last 100 chapters was not the Hendricksen of the real one, but a brainwashed one, or a possessed one, or maybe a little bit of both, or someone who was corrupted by something else. I had a family member who... No, I have a family member who once said that maybe he was just so focusing on power that he got corrupted by it. But here it's hint that it's something more than that. And now we will finally get that answer. So this was a good chapter, better than last week, at least in my book. Some good awesome. The fact that the Three Misfits can show some fighting and they're still winning against the Grey Demons was actually awesome. But they can still not win against the Ten Commandments. We still have not seen if Meliodas and the others survived. And just how are they gonna survive against those 10 Commandments? But enough about that. Next week, will everything be made clear? Well, my review next week will be late, but give me your thoughts, if you have any.